Quantum computing. Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Tech for Recruiters. Today is a special episode as we are going to talk about quantum computing and quantum engineering. Again, I'm not an expert in this topic, but I'm very passionate about this, and I want to share some curious things that are happening in our world so you get to know a little bit more. So, quantum physics have been one of the most successful theories on how our world works, basically. And many great people in our history has used them. Such an example is Stephen Hawking. Stephen, for me, was one of my biggest inspirations in the world and in my life. I totally recommend this book that it's in Spanish is Una vida para la ciencia, Life of Science. It's an amazing book that tells how he mixed basically the theory of relativity and quantum mechanics to come with the theory of the Big Bang and everything that he has studied. But today we're going to talk about how quantum physics and quantum engineering are related to quantum computing. Stay tuned. So basically, quantum computing has become one of the leading applications of quantum physics because quantum computing is helping us to solve the most complex problems in our world. And you may think, yes, but we have already supercomputers and computers. Yes, but even those supercomputers are not capable of solving the type of problems that quantum computing is capable of. So it's super interesting. So classical computers function in bits, 1 and zeros. You remember that we talked about this? Or on and off switches. All of these switches represent functions. These functions are translated to computer functions. So to perform a simple calculation, let's say solving a maze, a classical computer will test each possible route to find the best solution. This is good, but it can take time. Just as classical computers use bits, 1 and zeros, on and off binary code to perform tasks, quantum computers use qubits. Qubits, however, use two principles of quantum physics. One is superposition and the second one is entanglement. Superposition basically tells you that you can have a 0, a 1, or both at the same time. And entanglement is when you have two qubits within a superposition that are correlated to each other, either with 0, 1s, or both. Basically, what this makes is much more faster and accurate ways of having these switches, on and off switches. Super interesting, right? Basically, quantum computers are much faster, more accurate, and can perform bigger tasks. To give you an example, let's put some numbers. So let's say each computer can perform n number of bits at the same time, right? They perform one task at a time. So you can have, for each bit, certain number of tasks. But quantum actually can make a cubic calculation on the numbers. So for each qubit that you add, you can actually double the amount of calculations that you can have at the same time. Basically, quantum computers can make tons of more calculations at the same time depending on the number of qubits that you have. So for each qubit, you can double the amount of work that a normal computer can do. So normal computers can actually be very useful with the usage of actual data and also make predictive models based on this data and everything else. But quantum computers can go beyond of what we have, even if we don't have that much data available, or if the possibilities of a forecast are enormous, the core of a quantum computer can handle it. So that's why it also can help us solve very, very complex problems. Right now, quantum computers can be used in many ways. Of course, they will not replace normal computers by any time soon, neither our smartphones or things that are happening around, but it's something that is happening. So they are helping us with medicine. Basically, they help us with the relation of molecular and chemical mixes. They are also helping they can help us with the financial markets and try to see different possibilities, and even with supply chain to make much faster and easier routing for the couriers or delivery sector people. It's super easy to think on how technology is advancing in the world. I just wanted to share with you some knowledge, some new knowledge. If you didn't know about quantum computing, you already know something new. And let's hope that this can bring a lot of advancements to Earth and to what we're doing. Thank you again. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to show some support, and see you. Bye.